Hey, what's up everybody, this is David reporting from Technical Stuff once again, and today I'm coming to you with a video on how to update your BIOS, okay? For those of you who do not know how to do this, I would suggest watching this video, obviously, but some of you might also call it flash BIOS, alright? And with this process that I'm going to teach you, you will also be able to back up your BIOS just in case anything happens, you know, kind of like a fail-safe, alright? Now, a couple things you'll need are monitor, keyboard, computer, and some sort of mass storage device such as a USB, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, or a floppy disk, okay? Preferably you would use a flash drive. However, in order to use a flash drive, you will have to make sure that it's formatted to FAT32 format and not NTSF, because NTSF is not supported in the BIOS boot menu, alright? Once you have your USB drive ready like that, you will want to head on over into your motherboard company's website. For instance, mine is a Gigabyte motherboard, so I would head on over to gigabyte.com, find my motherboard model, and then hopefully somewhere around the website you can find a support page. There you'll most likely find a download link, and within that download link you should see drivers, utilities, and then BIOS. Head on over to the BIOS, and you will want to download the latest BIOS. However, make sure that is the latest stable BIOS, because there will be beta BIOS. For instance, my motherboard has a beta BIOS that allows you to have AM3 Plus compatibility. However, it's beta, so it kind of is not that stable. Plus, it takes away some of the old features. So those are the pros and cons of beta. You know, new features, but take away new features. I mean, old features because they're unstable. So make sure you just update to the latest stable version of your BIOS, okay? And depending on what type of motherboard you have, you might have an old motherboard, a newer motherboard. You will either have a utility already installed in your BIOS, or you will have to download from the website as well a BIOS utility updater, okay? In my situation, I only have to download the BIOS ROM, which I have just simply dragged and dropped onto my USB. Make sure you extract it from the .zip file, because otherwise it will not read it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Remember, stay away from betas, and let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do when your BIOS loads up, when your computer loads up, sorry, you're going to have to load your BIOS. Depending on your computer, you might have a different command. For instance, mine is by pressing the delete button. And there you go. Once you're here, you can mess around and stuff, but what's recommended that you should do, but it's not really necessary, is to load optimized defaults. Because when you do this, it just prevents, you know, like errors or something from happening while you're updating your BIOS, okay? So you're going to click enter. On the keyboard you can click yes. Click enter again. And now you're going to save and exit setup. Yes again. Enter. And now what your computer will do is reboot, and once again you will have to load in your BIOS by pressing a key on your keyboard. And here we are again. Okay, now depending on the type of motherboard that you have, you will have a different type of BIOS utility. For instance, for Gigabyte, it's most commonly QFlash, alright? And this is just, you know, it's just a utility that helps you update and back up your BIOS. Whilst other motherboards have a different utility, it's probably going to be a different name. For instance, Asus might have exactly QFlash, just different name. And also for some old version motherboards, you might not even have a utility. So as mentioned earlier, you're probably going to have to go on the website and download the utility, okay? So what we're going to do is click F8 on our keyboard, and we're going to click yes, and then enter. And it will bring up this dandy little screen right here. And as I told you before, you can either update your BIOS or save your BIOS, okay? for both of these, you will need some sort of USB, CD, whatever. Save BIOS, it will just save it onto your USB, so just in case your update fails, you can just back it up. However, I have a dual BIOS motherboard, so even if my update failed, I would automatically have my second BIOS load up and as a failsafe. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and click Update BIOS, and here you will see a floppy A, which is just default, but HDD 10 will be your flash drive. For some reason it shows up as a hard drive, but that's probably just some weird BIOS thing. Alright, go ahead and click enter into it, and right here you will see your BIOS ROM. Make sure it is the correct one, because maybe I don't know why you would have more than one ROM on your flash drive, but if you install the wrong ROM, wrong BIOS, it's going to be a very bad day for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it, click enter, and reading BIOS file, checksum 7100, are you sure you to update BIOS, enter to continue, or escape to the board. Obviously we want to continue, erasing, updating, and make sure you do not turn off your PC. Copy BIOS complete, it has passed. Just simply press any key to continue. I'm going to click D for David. Alright, and there you go. Now you simply have some options down here. I'm not so sure if you can read them. Run, move, reset, power off. I'm going to click escape for reset, and that will trigger this. Yes, I want to continue. And now what that will do is basically just reboot your computer. And another optional tip would be to once again load your BIOS, and as I said before, load optimized defaults just in case. It's recommended, not necessary. Click yes and enter, and now you can just save and exit, yes, enter, and voila, your BIOS has been updated. Now you can just boot up your computer, or you can go back into your BIOS and customize it if you will. Either way, let me just make sure it has successfully worked, and Windows is starting, and there you go. That is how you update your BIOS. Rate, comment, subscribe, technical stuff, and yada yada yada. Peace.